Y'all, I swear I have the intention of doing things other than K-pop reactions on this channel, but right now, K-pop is in the middle of like some crazy renaissance, so we're rolling with it. Hello, welcome back to my 29 subscribers and my mother. I'm gonna be honest, today I was looking for anything to do for this video that wasn't K-pop related because last month I did my collaboration with Howie from the Howie Hour, and that meant that last month I put out 4 K-pop videos. So I was looking for literally anything else to do, issue being the other 2 major things that I talk about on this channel are the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Broadway, and really the only new news about those 2 things is that there will be no news until 2021. However, on the flip side of that, like, K-pop stans are getting fed so good right now. Last month, it felt like everybody had a comeback. We're talking like TXT, Blackpink, there were like a couple of virtual BTS concerts, NCT, Pentagon, so like dozens. I can't even think of them all. And of course now we're all revving up for the big kahuna that's coming next week. I mean, you know the one. I was thinking, since this is what I'm going to be talking about this week, I remembered at the end of all of the collaboration videos that I did with Howie, we said put down in the comments what you wanted me to react to on my channel next. So that's what today's video is going to be. It's going to be a 2-parter. So in this part I'm going to be reacting to 2 videos from 2 different groups, and then there's going to be a part 2 that's coming out pretty much immediately after this one, and I'm going to be reacting to 2 more in that video. So we're going to get a grand total of 4 videos out of this. It's going to be great. I know that some of you are probably just here for one group or the other, so for expediency's sake, if you are just here for the Everglow reaction, you can go to this timestamp. If you are just here for the TXT reaction, you can go to this timestamp. And if you're here for the whole thing, thank you. So the first video that I'm going to be reacting to is La Di Da from Everglow. I'm going to link up in the card the reaction that I did with Howie to another Everglow song, Bon Bon Chocolat, and I have to be honest, I love Everglow. Their choreography is so good. You know how you get like little lyrics stuck in your head and it's just like the only thing you can think about? For me, it was like that with the choreography from the Bon Bon Chocolat video. I walked around my apartment for like a solid week after watching that video, just like bump, 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 go up to the sky, like for a whole week before I finally got it out of my system. Full disclosure, I have heard this song before, it absolutely slaps, but I haven't seen the video, so you're probably gonna see me like mouthing the words to it. I've heard the song. I haven't watched the video. So this is more going to be me reacting to the visuals than it is me actually reacting to the song. But it's still gonna be a blast. Here we go.
Everglow. 자꾸만 잊혀보는 눈빛이 네 맘과 다른 너는 멈칫이 우스꽝스럽단 걸 왜 너만 몰라 새빨간 거는 같은 표정도 잘난 척 베베꼬린 말투도 아까리 우원이 깊숙이 같은 널 열어 뭔가 틀렸다 느낄 땐 too late 분명히 후회만 남을 텐데 No sir, no sir, no 그때는 늦어 right 기회는 지금이야 Sorry, no, sorry, sorry 우스워질래 네고
Listen, I already love like the different color schemes between each scene. Sometimes with K-pop videos you either get it one way or the other. It's either like really muted and stylistic, or it's just like really in your face with color and just like a solid Target commercial. So this is a nice little in-between. I like it.
Don't bring me down, down, don't bring me down 화상한 척 따윈 제발 좀 넣어도 show me baby Everglow forever let's go Got no time for haters 모두 다 집어치워버려 라디라라리라라 라디라리라 라디라리라 라디라리라
I had Da-dee-da-dee. La-da-da-da. Ewa's my girl. It's my favorite.
진심 없는 거짓말로 숨기지 않게 잠은 그 허세 따윈 날려버리게 엄청 어떤 심장 소리 crazy crazy 네 마음이 원하는 걸 솔직하게 tell me 절대 널 이대로 기다려주지 않아 Sorry no sorry sorry 우스워질라고 당길래 Don't bring me down down don't bring me down 허상한 척 따윈 제발 좀 넣어도 show me baby Got no time for haters 하지마 지워버려 라디다라디다다 라디다리다 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 I can't even hear him no I just wanna 지워버려 And I'm like 라디다라디다다 라디다리다 라디다리다
Maybe this is just a me thing, but when I was kind of just starting to get into K-pop, I really anticipated the heavy dancing to be more of like a guy group thing, and a lot of like the more fashion pretty stuff to be in the women, like the women's idol groups. And I don't know, maybe that's just me and my gender bias, I don't know. There's a lot of heavy dancing and floor work and all sorts of stuff in the women's groups too, which is not what I was expecting, but I'm still super glad to see it.
Turn it up now, turn it up, come on. Shake it up now, shake it up now. Turn it up now, turn it.
Oh man, I like it when they're like jumping between scenes, but it's the exact same choreography. That has to be hard to shoot.
Out now. Oh yeah, yeah. Got no time for haters to all the bad guys and the players. I'm like la-di-da-da-di-da-da-da-di-da-di-da.
Oh, that's so cool.
Got no time for haters. 지워버려. I'm like la-di-da-da-di-da-da-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. I can't even hear him no I just wanna 지워버려. La-di-da-da-di-da-da. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da.
Oh man. They're so good. Listen, I love Everglow. You and Aisha are my girls. I love them. And there is even more addictive choreography in this. I'm gonna be walking around trying to do this like Vogue thing for probably the rest of my life. So the next song that we're going to do is actually one that came from the big old comeback dump that was October. It's gonna be TXT's Blue Hour, and I'm gonna be honest, I love TXT. They're actually the first group that I kind of came to enjoy, like, on my own volition. Most of the K-pop groups that I had listened to up to that point were groups that Howie, my friend who loves K-pop, would be like, hey, listen to this group, and I'd be like, yeah, that group's great, and then I would get into it. But TXT's the first one that I kind of came into myself and really started to enjoy just because I enjoyed it and not because someone told me, you know, this is a really good group, maybe get acquainted with them. So they have a special little place in my heart. They might be my favorite K-pop group. And Kai is like my ultimate bias. He's such a sweet little dude. So I have not watched or listened to this yet. I was gonna actually do a review for the mini album on election night, which was November 3rd, but I was just super not in the right headspace for that. But now I'm in a much better frame of mind and I'm ready to enjoy. Okay, let's take a look. I already love this color scheme and this setup.
Baby, I know we were special. 세상 하나뿐인 special. 너의 비워진 그 선물 상자 같은 눈빛 잠무는 듯해 So 너 하나 Yeah, I can But it's you You're the one that I want You Everything that I want Blue 내 곁에 내린 blue 모든 게 바뀌어 But it's you 거짓 삼은 you 걔는 아름다워 아우 Cause imagination 우리 집이 바보비 끝이 나기 전에 Cause imagination eternal Can you feel the rush? Can you feel the rush?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I love this video. I love this color scheme. It's so good. I love the pastels. I'm geeking really hard. I love the carousel. I love that the carousel is like, oh man. This is so cool.
난 멈춰줘 I wanna stay 세계의 경계선 끝쯤에 너와 나를 남기고파 Come on, let's do it I wanna stay 깨우는 그 시간에 마법 속에 갇히고파 너는 나만의 special 하나뿐인 내 special 꿈의 문이 열리고 추억 속 내 현실로 So tell me what to do 태양을 멈추고 미소짓 날 보지 Whoa, 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 yeah Cause it's you You're the one that I want You Everything that I want 그 순간 모든 널 모든 게 바뀌어
There we go. That's the color variation that I want to see. Honest to God, this video is 5.5 minutes long. I get so excited about pastels in the beginning, but if it's just an entire pastel video, it starts to all kind of blend together. I love that there's this injection of like, okay, we're back to the leather. There's always leather. Gosh, I cannot with this cowboy hat and mullet combo. I'm living. Stop.
Cause imagination 우리 집이 마법이 끝이 나기 전에 Imagination Can you feel the rush? Can you feel the rush? 시간 난 멈춰줘 I wanna stay 세계의 경계선 끝쯤에 너와 나를 남기고파 Come on, let's do it I wanna stay
Can somebody explain this squirrel to me? I feel like it has a purpose, or it wouldn't be there, but I'm not getting it, whatever it is. I really like this tree. This is so aesthetically pleasing. These are less cowboy hat, more fedora. This I can take.
Cause imagination
Again, I say this with every group that I react to for the first time, but I can't tell if there's like a cinematic universe that I'm missing out on here, and like that's why I didn't get like, that's why I didn't understand like the squirrel and the Ferris wheel and the cowboy hats and like all of this stuff. Is there like some deeper meaning to it, or is it just like the aesthetic? I don't know. I can never tell. Leave in the comments. If I'm missing something here, please tell me. Was it a dream? Was it a dream, or is he like leaving it all behind? Oh no. It was so like psychedelic and fun, and then it got real dark. You know what, that actually kind of makes me want to listen to the rest of the album, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. Impromptu album review, because I just listened to the whole Minisode 1 Blue Hour off camera. They're all bangers, all 5 songs, really great. However, I'm gonna be honest, in terms of organization within the album, in terms of musical theme, it kind of felt a little bit unorganized. So if I were producing this, which I obviously didn't, don't come for me, I would have ordered the songs a little bit differently, just because I think Ghosting is a little bit I feel like it would be a great opener for a concert, for a performance, not so much for an album. It's very much a very abrupt start. It's like silence and then just ba 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 da 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 da. You know, you've heard it. So I probably would not have that as number 1. I would have flipped that one in Blue Hour. Left We Lost the Summer where it is, and funnily enough, I thought the album was 4 songs. I didn't realize that it was 5. I thought that Wishlist was the last song on the album. I literally said out loud to myself, I said, wow, that was a really, really great closer. And then there was another song after it. So, I would also probably switch Way Home and Wishlist. So, if this was me putting this together in a perfect world, I would have ordered this album: Blue Hour, Ghosting, We Lost the Summer, Way Home, and then Wishlist. So I really would have just flipped 2 and 1, then 3, then 5, then 4. But that said, all the songs are great. I wouldn't skip any of them if they came on my shuffle. I was wondering though, because this sounds, honestly, I would have blasted this over the summer, like with my windows down, on the way to the beach. So it makes me wonder, like, was this meant to come out in like April or May as like a pre-summer release? Did it get pushed back due to COVID? Like, that's what I'm wondering, because this sounds like summer music to me, and it came out in October, so that was a little bit weird, but not anything that like made me turn my nose up at it. Like, I love this album. I love TXT. They're my favorite. Okay. So that was this video. This is actually part 1 of a 2-part series, because there were other groups and other songs that I wanted to get to in this video that I'm just not going to be able to, because I think this is already going to be like a 20-minute video. So there's going to be a part 2, and in that I'm going to be doing a song from the group, I don't know if it's ACE or ACE, but that group, and also CIX. So those are the 2 groups to expect in part 2. So please stay tuned for part 2. I'm gonna link it here when it is available. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos and content like this. I appreciate you so much. Bye!